Beck, the person is gonna be depressed because the person has a negative triad in them. He has developed a negative bias in himself. So that's why that person is gonna go get depressed when he loses money. Other person has not developed a negative bias, so he's gonna be sad but not depressed. So according to Beck, same situations may happen to different people, but not everyone will they have depression because they think differently. So this is purely individual, not situational. Yes, Beck does not argue that situational does. Beck agrees that situation will cause depression, but every situation will not make everyone depressed. People will get depressed because of how they think about that situation. That's Beck's belief, not the situation. Because I'm going to tell you later on, spoiler alert, there is a treatment that Beck has also designed for depression. And in that, he changes a person's thoughts. If Beck believed that situation causes depression, he would not change the person's thought, he would change the person's situation. He would go to their house, like change their situation. But Beck does not do that to treat depression, he changes the person's thought. So Beck believed that the person's thought is the cause of depression. So hence, according to Beck, it's going to be individual in nature. uh is that clear? All right. uh what yeah, scientific, non-scientific. See, it's all about thoughts. And you guys may feel skeptic because see, you guys said the situation also play. See, when I said that situation does not play a role, you guys might have gone skeptic that, you know what, I don't fully agree with you, and that's fine, because this is a theory which is subjective in nature. It's not fact, it's not 100% science, right? So Beck, uh weakness about his theory is that it's not 100% proven, because you cannot study thought scientifically. There's always going to be an argument that his theory is reductionist, does not consider situations, does not consider biology. Beck theory is hence can be argued as subjective and reductionist. So that's Beck's main weakness about his theory. What else? Beck theory culture bias? Well, uh, what do you guys think? Do you think guys think that it can be applied to every single culture, or do you guys feel it's restrictive? Is theory more related to proposal? Just yes, it's a proposal. Yep, theory is sort of a proposal. Yep. So regarding culture bias, do you feel that it's culture bias, or you feel like it suits in every single culture? I don't think it's culture bias. Well, yeah, you cannot say it's culture bias much, because Beck gives a general description of why a person gets depressed. World, the self, the future. Uh, it all these three concepts exist in every single culture, so it's not culture bias. It's culturally fine, so it is applicable in every single culture. All right. When we talk about evaluation, is there any point that's left, or have we covered all of them? Yeah. So see, we cannot apply generalizability onto Beck because there's no sample, there's no validity, we have no data, and there's no reliability. So if this was applicable, if this was an experiment, Beck would conduct an experiment. Like for example, he would call people to a lab, and he would give them a questionnaire about assessing people's negative view about the self, the future, and the world. And based on how many people he calls, that would answer generalizability. Based on how the experiment was conducted, validity, reliability would come, and based on the data of the questionnaire, quantitative or qualitative data would come. Beck does not do that, so he's only a theory, not an experiment. If in the next class we're going to discuss a cause that is an experiment and also a theory. This is going to be combined. I'm going to show you later on in the next class. However, for today's class, do you guys have any question for Beck, or for evaluation points, or any other point that you may have in your mind? or is everything clear? All right, no question from Ramla. What about you two guys who's remaining? How would evaluation question be answered? I'm gonna answer this question in the next class, at the end of next class, because I don't want to give anything away. I wanted to see how you guys do it first, then I'm gonna correct upon the mistakes you guys make. So I'm gonna answer that question in the next class. Psychometric is also left. I remember you guys need to remind me to answer psychometrics as well. Is there any other question? All right. So, all right. So you guys have a homework, right? Homework is gonna be a routine, and the homework is gonna be based on paper three. See, I'm not gonna type down the homework. It says describe the causes for impulse control disorder. You're not gonna do this question. The homework question is describe uh, the negative triad theory given by Beck. It's gonna be a 4 marks. Describe the negative triad theory given by Beck for depression. It's gonna be a 4 marks. That's your question number one. Question number two is evaluate the theory of depression given by Beck. I repeat, evaluate the theory of depression given by Beck. How many evaluation points you're supposed to write? All of them? No. Just write four from there. These. You don't have to write all of them. Just choose four and write. Is it nature and nurture? If it's nature, how is it nature? Give me an explanation. Is it reductionism versus holism? Is if it's holism, give me a description how is holism. So for four evaluation points from here, not all of them. So give me a summary of Beck's theory and then evaluate it using these four evaluation points. Is there any other confusion regarding the homework or anything else? Kindly mention the B part again. All right, the B part is evaluate. Uh, where is it? Yeah, evaluate the theory of depression given by Beck. Evaluate the theory of depression given by Beck. So how many evaluation points you're supposed to write? We have six over here, right? Just choose four from these. Don't write for all six. Choose any 4 points that you like and tell me, evaluate Beck's depression theory according to these 4 points that you choose. Is there any other confusion or are we good to go? All right, guys. If you guys, like if you study in the weekend or if you study on your own, if you have any other question, don't wait for class. Like you can just send me a voice note on the group. Whenever I get the chance, I'll answer it. There's no problem. All right, so there's no restriction on that. Any other question? All right, what about you, Ramla? What about you? Your name is Halima, right? All right. All right, so if it's good to go, I'm gonna end the lesson here. See you guys on Saturday. Office.